Alright, so got a dishwasher here that is having an issue where all the dishes smell like pee every time you run it. And you open the door and go inside here and it just smells like straight pee. It's disgusting. It smells like a dog peed in there. I'm trying to figure it out. Pulled it all apart. If you pull apart, oh, it's gonna fall over on me. If you pull out the filter, there's water in the bottom. I don't know if you can see that there, but there is water in the bottom. And it's not fully draining, it seems. And we tried everything, running vinegar through it, baking soda, running it on super high temperature. Nothing is clearing out the smell. It doesn't seem to be obstructed from draining because it drains right away. It just leaves a little bit at the bottom. So it's seeming like the pump is cutting out before it can finish draining, and so it's just kind of marinating down there disgustingly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replace the pump, see if that helps. To pull this thing out, all I had to do was open the door, and then there was these two little tabs here that screw up underneath the countertop. Under here is a metal plate, and they screw up to it. Unscrew those two, pull it out. Make sure you cut off your breaker. There is some electrical parts doing this. You can see my lights are all off. I already cut off the breaker outside. Very important. You don't want to work around water and electricity. So yeah, let's rip this pump off and see if we can get it replaced. Alright, so we got underneath here, we have the old pump. Let me show you this real quick. It's this little guy right here. See if I can get a better view here. Nope. Camera will stay up. It's this guy right here. You can see a little back of the pump, and then this is the drain. We're going to take that off. It's going to be full of water because you can see inside of the filter there was still water there. So it's going to be full of water. I do have a baking pan here. Don't tell my wife that I'm using this for this purpose. I'm going to slip it under there and let this drain into this so that I don't get water all over the floor. I do have the new pump right here. I'll throw the part number in the description, and yeah, we'll see what we can do here, see if we can get it off. Alright, this is going to be some acrobatics here. So you see this little clamp here. That's the, it's going to be this little clamp that allows this to slide off. You squeeze it together. Might have to get some pliers. Squeeze it together, and then you pull this little L fitting off, and it's going to start dumping water everywhere, probably right away. You know, I'm going to get a baking sheet instead. We'll see if that works better. Alright, got some channel locks here to get this fitting off, and I got the baking sheet underneath. Took me a minute to find these channel locks because I locked myself out of the shed, and then decided to put the key back exactly where it's supposed to go, which my first thought was everywhere except there, so it took me a few minutes, but let's go ahead and pull this off here. And I might need to stop the video because I don't know if I can do this one-handed. I think I got it backed off a little bit. Let's see if that kind of wiggles off now. Go. Cool. Pull this out of the way here. Alright. We'll let that drain out for a minute and see if we can't get that pump off. Looks like there's a little electrical connector up top. See if I can get my phone down low enough here. Up here. You can kind of see it. It's a little white connector, and I might need to not film when I take it off because it is so small that I don't think I'm going to need both hands. But that is what you're going to need to pull off next, and I will follow up when I get that pulled off here. Alright. Got some good news and some bad news. Came off. That's the good part. Turns out, though, that this little guy popped off while I was trying to twist it off. You can see it twists. I'll show you the new one. It twists off. This little tabs here, and well, you have to twist it on, so it goes on like this, and then you twist it in, and it snaps in place, right? So you twist it the other way to get it out. This piece right here, I believe I missed unclipping that. I think it looks like it clips into something, so I just twisted, and I believe it popped off. I'm really not sure what. I think it's the top little clip that holds it in place, which is kind of important for this little clip. So It should be fine without it. I'm just gonna honestly just have to keep an eye on it. I'm gonna run a load while it's out and see if it slips a little bit. I'm probably just gonna have to keep an eye on it because it might want to like slowly shift over time. That kind of like is the locking mechanism piece. And I'm just a dummy and didn't realize. And I guess I'm also way stronger than I thought. So I just popped this thing right off, or popped the other one right off. So I've got a piece of electrical piece hooked up to it that I need to pull off here. And it should be a lot easier now that I can actually see what's going on. Let's see here. All right, we got a little push tab on the top of it, and it looks like it just pushes up and pulls out. So I'm going to do that real quick and I'll put you down for a second. All right, it's pulled off. Got this right here. Let's get this out of the way. Get the new one over here. And all right, it looks like the little wire comes up through here, so it kind of has a little clip that holds it in place here. And then we'll just snap it on in. Amazing. Snap right in. All right, let's go ahead and just spin it back on, I guess. It should be upright this way, so let's go ahead and work around this wire here. Get it flipped around. And come on. See what we got going on here. Let's see if I can get enough leverage on this to twist it into place. Okay, that appears to be on. Don't have a super high confidence because that clip is not clipping, as we know. And got some leakage occurring, some water on the floor. So let's get this cleaned up and put that hose back on. And then we're gonna cut the breaker back on and run it, I guess. See what happens. Wish me luck. Alright, let's get these back on. Didn't know which one it was, so I cut off a bunch till I got the right one. Back inside. Alright, she's on. Everything is hooked back up. Kind of worried about that clip piece, not gonna lie. But sometimes that happens. And it's kind of like just getting the real view of just trying something till it works, and I messed up on that one. So definitely look at your parts before you attempt to put them in and take them out, so you know what you're dealing with, because I just started getting in there and brute forcing it, which is not what you want to do. Also, probably don't reach under there with live electricity. I just want to make sure it was snug. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and run it. And, we'll see what she does. I'm just going to leave it out so I don't have to pull it back out. Got the door closed. Alright, let's do start. Alright, let's see what she does. See ya. So, fail. This one's a no-go. It's no good, no bueno. She not working. Yeah, I can see the top moving. It's on drain right now. I started it, and the water started going a piece underneath. Yep, there's a little puddle, hit the drain, and the drain just reverses the direction of the fans, and it just started going all over the floor. So this is a fail. This video is just gonna be, I think, a fail video, because just being real, because like this crap happens. So I think I'm gonna have to get a whole new dishwasher. So maybe watching this will like dissuade you from buying the part, or maybe you'll see it and be like, oh, just don't be an idiot and look at what you're doing before you break something that's going to be a few $100s to replace. Oh man, that sucks, but it is what it is at this point. Can't really help it. So yeah, well, take it easy. Peace, God bless, and catch you in the next one. Bye.